Marvelous morning, awesome afternoon, and wonderful evening. This is Carla from Rehan Allahwala's World of Connections, and I am here to interview Wasif Ali from Pakistan, who is a veterinarian, and we're going to talk to him about what he does and his passion for animals. And I'm really excited to speak with him. Having said that, I want to remind you that this show, like all of my shows, is sponsored by Rehan's Allahwala's in the Institute of Peace Foundation that he has set up to connect people in the world to each other, one conversation at a time. Wasif Ali, can you please introduce yourself?
I am Dr. Wasif Ali Bilal. I am from
Speak
Pakistan.
slowly so people can understand you easily. Go on.
I am from Pakistan and from province Punjab and from district Muzaffargarh and from a very you can say tehsil which is not developed so much, and I have spent my young age there, and then I moved to a city named Lahore, which is developed, and most of the universities are there. And I completed my graduation there in 2015, and I started practice in 2016 January in a dairy farm, which is the Pakistan's biggest dairy farm with the largest herd size, nearly about 10,000. And I worked there for 1.5 years. And then I just wanted to do independently. I just wanted to do an independent work. So I started clinic near my house, but unfortunately, due to many reasons, that couldn't stay very long. And then I decided to purchase an ultrasound machine. And one of my friend who was having already at that time, and he was making um, very drastic changes in the field of equines, as we don't have very much vets in the field of equines. And that was the first time.
Stop for a minute. When you said equine, what are you talking about? So
Yeah,
people.
equines is a category where we put horse and mules, donkeys
Oh, really?
specifically. Yeah.
Okay.
So we started work in equine reproduction. We brought ultrasound machine imported from China, and then we started work in Pakistan for the first time. Maybe in bigger institutions, they were doing practices, but for the local farmer, there was no availability of ultrasound that time. So we brought ultrasound specifically in Mir, and that has boosted the interest of the people in equines, in horses. And I am trying next to inseminate them, because we don't have the facilities of artificial insemination in Mir right now. We have ordered a lot of instruments from UK, and it's been I think a year. It didn't reach in Pakistan right now, and we are tracking it, but they are saying it will take a 1 month, sometimes week. But I am passionately waiting for that our instruments, so we make it happen in Pakistan too. So that was uh, literally a pleasing aspect when you think the things have changed. Literally, people were keeping animals for about 11 months, and after 11 months, they came to know either their mare is pregnant or not. So now we have started it in Pakistan, and at the 18th day, we confirm the mare is pregnant or not. And with that, if the mare is not pregnant, then we tell the solution, their heat cycle, their patterns, when what will be the right time to inseminate a mare, because it keeps very it keeps the cycle is very big, and for about 7 to 8 days, sometimes 10 days. So it's uh, very difficult. It's very difficult to um, capture at the right time to inseminate. In Pakistan, um, people use semen commercially, and only one time dose that cost them 10,000 rupees Pakistani. And that thing, if we can make it happen, and if we can change the dimensions to artificial insemination, that will be very helpful for the people, because when they need to cross their mare, they have to travel a very long distance for a good horse to get meat. So that is a thing that makes things easier when you think about the difficulties and challenges, and you try to make it easier for the people. And the thing about my nature and with this work, they are very you can say meets the criteria, you can say. Am I clear, Carla?
You're fine. Keep talking.
Yeah, yeah,
Do you want me to ask a question now?
yeah, yeah, sure.
When did you start being interested in animals? Did you start when you were a young boy? Did it start when you were older? How old were you?
No, I was not interested in animals before. uh, when I completed my graduation, I just think about car, money. Then that was going to inspire me a lot, and it inspires me that 2 to 3 days with just thought of being holding a car makes you happy. And then I realized what kind of priorities I am setting for myself. I just became happy by just thinking that I will have by doing that job. I will have that car by doing that job just by thinking. So I figures out several things in me, what I am liking, what I am disliking, and why exactly I am liking, and what do I need them. And literally, when I thought and when I analyze, I don't really need that, because I was running a general store that time, and that the distance between the general store was just a few at a walking distance. So I started to figure out several things. In the end, when you want peace, it comes from inside you. You cannot find peace in the things that are in materials. Uh, that was shocking at that time, because that is the time, that is the age when you set your goals, and you set your goals totally with the uh, materialistic beliefs that you will have that, you will have that in society, in just a society pressure to please others, to please people, to have friends circle of that kind. um, because that is the factor in our every lower middle classes, middle classes. that we want to compete as our societies don't allow other things too. As because the thing is, when you have uh, uh, materialistic, or you can say when you have branded suits, you have branded cars, people see you that way. They don't see the your inner self. They don't the means the real capabilities, the level of honesty, the level of wisdom, the body language, means criteria of judgments is totally different. That becomes our society pressure. Then I start reading. I make myself more better, progressive every day, facing the challenges of our own habits. And I came to know a point: keep everyone happy in a manner that you don't need in return. Yeah, the factor of expectations should be minimal in every relationship, because you are yourself, and there is nobody who can love you more than you. If you realize that thing, the things gets easy and easier. So in between, I started forex trading. At that point, I thought I could make changes in the lives of people who were not capable of earning that much. And I don't have idea that that thing would be going so challenging. But I kept learning, I kept learning. In the end, I came at this point: if you don't involve in the market, either you have real money or you have just on demo account, you must be sticking with the market. So I am running a demo account from last 2 years, and I watch his market every day, how it is behaving, how it is affecting my emotions, how it is affecting my greed. So that was also a real uh, boosting thing for a constructive point of view. So I started changing my mind that how the greed works in me, how I take decisions on the basis of emotions. Then I start checking the market, how it is making full. Whenever I play a trade, buy, market goes into sell. Whenever I play the sell, market goes into buy. So that was really fascinating too, because I was very tired. Whenever I put a trade, market goes in the wrong direction. So I started seeing things, how, why it actually happens, why my mind, my heart tells me, why my heart ponders, just go for a buy, just go for a buy. Why is do that? Then I came to a conclusion: the bookish knowledge that we read, market manipulates most of the time there. At exactly that point, market in general panics the people. When the market is going for something huge, then it makes so much panic that people don't go near it. And our market goes in that direction where people were
I,
just wanting to go.
I have a question for you. I don't think you understood my question. You became a veterinarian, and a veterinarian is a doctor for animals, correct? When did you decide that you love animals and you wanted to help animals?
It's not specific was animal, but that was the basic thing was harmony. I don't see the criteria of love. I just see a harmony inside you. Before that, before my graduation, I never had any kind of affection, you can say, harmony point of view. That was just animal, that was just an animal for me before graduation. And that was a source of earning income for me. And I just always fantasize it as I will earn money, I will know that techniques and like that. And when I learned simplicity, I came to know. I then just I analyzed animals and their behaviors, and the cows, they are marvelous. The equines, they are outstanding. As you all know, they are very friendly, and um, they are not hostile. I never interacted with dogs because I never worked in that field. But most of the people keep it, and I personally hesitates from them. So Mir started accepting, you can say that. Firstly, that was not the thing in mind. After graduation, when I encounters with the things, then I came in harmony with them. Maybe I didn't achieve the level of love, you can say that. uh,
Then why did you decide to become a veterinarian? You could have been a
uh,
regular doctor of humans. You decided to be a doctor for animals. What
yeah.
made you make that decision?
uh, when I was in my younger age, my parents want me to do MBBS medical. My parents want me to be an MBBS doctor, but I tried my hard, but I couldn't qualify for that. So when I see the parents are have got a bit of you can say I am not meet up their criteria, then they said you can do DVM. He is also a doctor. I literally don't know the meaning of DVM, what it stands for. When I just listen these words from my father, I said, "Okay, you are happy, I am happy, no problem. Whatever it is, I will do that." Then I came to know that this is called this is not considered as a good in our society. They call it as dangar doctors, nagars. But I wouldn't know anything that time, and I don't have any problem with that too. But that was not my decision at that time, because at that time you cannot take your own decisions. Uh, you belongs from a family. I cannot explain that, but at younger ages you cannot take your own decisions. Parents, families takes decisions for you. um, that was the case. Maybe 90% veterinarians in Pakistan, they just graduate because of this title of doctor. This is the kind of society pressure I was talking about. How we choose our professions, and how we deal with the emotions, and how we deal with our choices on the basis of. So that was the thing. That was not my own decision.
You mean you became a doctor of, did you want to become a doctor of people? Did you
No,
have,
I was not certain. I was not certain at that time what I want to be. I literally don't know. Being living a life or spending a life means you have to think what you want to be. I just came to realize that after graduation, that there is something that want to be. And I was blank at that time. I wasn't aware of that answer that time. Even at the age of 25 years, I wasn't aware of that.
so you have never had a love for animals, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Did you have any animals growing up at all?
No.
And you became, this boggles my mind because in our country, these decisions are made by the child. Hey, I have an interest in animals. Maybe I want to be a vet. or I have an interest in heart issues. Maybe I should become a heart doctor. Or I have an interest for kids. Maybe I should become a teacher. But in your country, if I'm hearing it right, the parents decide what you want to do for the
Yeah,
rest of your life.
yeah.
How does that feel?
Well, with the time, you came to know the things as the trends and the civilized. You can say the culture. Uh, you have to be in harmony with them too, because they just learned their life as they need to spend, because they were told to be spent. And when they were not educated, my parents are not much educated, and they never spent their life in other countries, in other cities. They never interacted with other people of the society. They just remain in their own circle, and they spend their life like that, in whatever they think is right, in that kind of scenario. And you, if you have to uh, be in harmony, then you have to deal with them in their own way as they want. So yeah, it looks very bad, because when you take your decisions at the age of 26, and the rest of the your potential, the age that you have, very much potential, um, that is totally, I can't say that got wasted, but that you can spend it in more comfortable or beneficial way, I wanted to say. So it's like that.
So you're in Pakistan, or may I say Islam, because would this be across all Muslims, or is this just a Pakistani culture?
Yeah, no, it's basically it's Islamic culture, Islamic Muslim culture.
So,
And this is not the criteria, this is not the criteria that we are following. This is not the criteria we are not following. Islam is a very Islam is a very diverse topic. Maybe I cannot even talk on it, because I don't think I am a true Muslim. i I am just analyzing myself. If I am the definition of a real true Muslim, I'm just very, I can say, just learning to comprehend that, and analyzing myself, how many uh, evils, you can say, bad factors in me are still there, that should not be in a true Muslim. So that will be sometimes challenging in the society. Like, a part of everything, that's not the real Islamic culture that needs to be followed. We are not following it properly, and that is a real dilemma. And we don't think about it. As I told you, our previous generation is not very educated. I think 70% of the people are not very educated. They live their life as they have told to be, so that there came a generation gap between parents and child, when 70% of people are uneducated, and your next generation that is coming is 99% educated and have a different mindset. And both are not following the uh, exact Islamic principles. Both are not following the exact Islamic principles.
so I'm a little confused, but I'm very interested in this. So when you decided to become a veterinarian, you decided it wasn't your decision, it was your parents' decision.
Yeah.
Is that correct? Are you happy as a vet, or do you want to do something else with your life?
Yeah, now I am happy with every kind of work. Whatever you gave me to do, whatever you want me to stay, wherever you want me to go, I am happy in every aspect. I mastered myself in that way. I made several techniques for myself to be in the present moment, to enjoy the beauty of the presence. So that helps a lot when whatever you are doing, it doesn't force you. It gives you a real challenge to learn and discover and explore yourself more. What things kept behind, or maybe uh, I was not focusing on these issues. And well, every time is a good day. Every time is a good time. Every day is a good day. Every work is a good work. I see things now in a different.
If you were to go back to the time that you were going to go, you were still in school, would you have chosen to be a veteran? What would you have chosen to do?
Yeah, I thought it. I thought about it several times. I thought about it several times. Then, what kind of profession would I choose if I was given that opportunity? Then, the only thing that came in my mind, the thing that helps people, that the thing that can uh, minimize the miseries of the people. It's always the philosophical, or you can say my ideological thinking, to keep people happy is by giving the different perspectives of life. As far as the profession is concerned, maybe I want to be a psychologist, and I will try for that. I will go for it, and I will get a degree, inshallah. And if life give me a chance, then I will try to become one.
What do you mean by if life gives me a chance?
That means if I enroll today and I don't die tomorrow.
Well, you're not going to die tomorrow. So, what do you think is most likely you won't die tomorrow? So, what
Yeah, yeah.
do you want to do?
Yeah, I will go for. I have also um, information about the semesters that will need to enroll, and I have that in my mind. And when I need to enroll and do the classes, sitting at home.
Are you going to do that?
Yeah, yeah, definitely, inshallah.
When are you going to start doing that?
Maybe in January, starting from January.
And what are you going to do?
I'm going to get a degree in psychology, BS psychology,
Now, what
bachelor's.
will you still do your veterinary work until you finish your psychology degree?
No, no, I will not finish it. I will keep doing this work as much as I can, and with that, I can also do that easily. I can manage that.
Interesting. I guess I don't understand parents telling you what to do and you go and do it. Will your parents be upset?
Yeah, sorry, I couldn't hear.
Will it upset your family if you decide to leave your job as a veterinarian and become a psychologist?
And yeah, it will, but the only thing, if I am earning good and taking care of the family, that is enough, and they don't have any issue to do any work because they now believe in me, and most of the decisions I take in my family, I do it, and they also ask about the help and decisions they want to take.
It's fascinating to me because that's not how I grew up. It's a
Yeah,
very new concept. If my parents had told me I had to become a dentist, I probably would have had a major problem.
that's the real issue we are facing here, about the awareness of the people, about the lives, and how to make decisions for your own self. That is a really very upsetting thing, really, when I see in society these days.
It is very upsetting. I don't get it at all. And yet I'm doing my best to be respectful to what you're telling me. I could have never lived like that. Are you there or did I lose you? Hello? Are you there, Wasif? Wasif, I want to thank you for speaking with me tonight. I think you are frozen. Okay, he may be coming back, he may not. I don't know. I think his internet connection just died. But it's very interesting to hear what he had to say about his parents making the decisions for what he wants to do in life. In the United States, that would not be something that would have been cherished, and kids would be very upset. In any case, I want to thank Wasif for coming tonight and speaking with me. I want to thank everyone who watched or who will watch on replay. And I will talk to you later. I'm going to close this show after I remind you that the Institute of Peace sponsored this show, and it was a very interesting conversation. Have a great night, people, and we are going to wave goodbye. Bye, everyone. See you again.